Hello everyone, our topic for today solves quadratic equations by extracting square roots.
Sorry ass DJ.
Our most essential learning competency solves quadratic equations by A. Extracting square roots. Solving quadratic equations by extracting square roots. Quadratic equations that can be written in the form x squared is equal to k can be solved by applying the following properties. Number 1. If k is greater than 0, then x squared is equal to k has two real solutions or roots. X is equal to positive and negative square root of k. If k is equal to 0, then x squared is equal to k has one solution or root, and that is x is equal to 0. If k is less than 0, then x squared is equal to k has no real solutions or roots. The method of solving the quadratic equation x squared is equal to k is called extracting square roots. Let us take example number 1. Find the solutions of the equation x squared minus 16 is equal to 0 by extracting square roots. The first thing to do is to write the equation in the form x squared is equal to k. And in order for us to do that, we have to add the additive inverse of negative 16, which is positive 16, to both sides of the equation. So we have x squared minus 16 plus 16 is equal to 0 plus 16. So we have x squared is equal to 16. And by extracting the square roots, square root of x squared is equal to positive and negative square root of 16. So we have x is equal to positive and negative 4. To check if our answers will satisfy the given equation, we have to substitute the computed values in the original equation. For x is equal to 4, so let us try to plug it to x. So we have 4 squared minus 16 is equal to 0. And 4 squared is equal to 16. And 16 minus 16 is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So check. For x is equal to negative 4. Negative 4 quantity squared minus 16 is equal to 0. And negative 4 quantity squared is 16. So we have 16 minus 16 is equal to 0. And 0 is equal to 0. So check. Both values of x satisfy the given equation. So the equation x squared minus 16 is equal to 0 is true when x is equal to 4 or when x is equal to negative 4. The equation has two solutions. Example 2. Solve the equation t squared is equal to 0. As we can see here in the given equation, it is already in the form x squared is equal to k. And based on our second property, if your k is equal to 0, then it has one solution and that solution is 0. So, we have t is equal to 0. To check, t squared is equal to 0, 0 squared is equal to 0, 0 is equal to 0. Check. The equation t squared is equal to 0 has one solution, t is equal to 0. Example 3. Find the roots of the equation s squared plus 9 is equal to 0. Write the equation in the form x squared is equal to k. In order for us to do that, we have to add the additive inverse of positive 9, which is negative 9, to both sides of the equation. So we have s squared plus 9 minus 9 is equal to 0 minus 9. S squared is equal to negative 9. Since negative 9 is less than 0, then the equation s squared is equal to negative 9 has no real solutions or roots. There is no real number when squared gives negative 9. Example number 4. Find the solutions of the equation x minus 4 quantity squared minus 25 is equal to 0. First, write the given equation in the form x squared is equal to k. So we have to add the additive inverse of negative 25, which is positive 25, to both sides of the equation. So we have x minus 4 quantity squared minus 25 plus 25 is equal to 0 plus 25. So x minus 4 quantity squared is equal to 25. So we can now extract the square roots of both sides. So we have The square root of x minus 4 quantity squared is x minus 4, and the square root of 25 is positive and negative 5. To solve for x, add positive 4 to both sides of the equation. So we have x minus 4 plus 4 is equal to positive and negative 5 plus 4. X is equal to positive and negative 5 plus 4. The equation will result to two values of x. X is equal to 5 plus 4, x is equal to 9. And the other one, x is equal to negative 5 plus 4, x is equal to negative 1. To check, substitute the computed values in the original equation. For x is equal to 9, 9 minus 4 quantity squared minus 25 is equal to 0. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 squared minus 25 is equal to 0. So 25 minus 25 is equal to 0. 0 is equal to 0. Check. For x is equal to negative 1, negative 1 minus 4 quantity squared minus 25 is equal to 0. Negative 5 quantity squared minus 25 is equal to 0. 25 minus 25 is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 0. Check. Both values of x satisfy the given equation. So the equation x minus 4 quantity squared minus 25 is equal to 0 is true when x is equal to 9 or when x is equal to negative 1. The equation has two solutions. X is equal to 9 and x is equal to negative 1. Activity. Here are the directions. Solve the following quadratic equations by extracting square roots. Answer the questions that follow. 1. X squared is equal to 16. 2. T squared is equal to 81. 3. R squared minus 100 is equal to 0. 4. X squared minus 144 is equal to 0. 5. 2s squared is equal to 50. 6. 4x squared minus 225 is equal to 0. 7. 3h squared minus 147 is equal to 0. 8. X minus 4 quantity squared is equal to 169. 9. K plus 7 quantity squared is equal to 289. 10. 2s minus 1 quantity squared is equal to 225. Number 1. How did you find the solutions of each equation? Number 2. What mathematics concepts or principles did you apply in finding the solutions? Explain how you applied these. You may now start answering.
Sorry, it's DJ.
You can get some.
Sorry, it's DJ.
You can get some.
Sorry, it's DJ.